Since the middle of the 1990s, Kelly Ripa and Mark Consuelos have collaborated in the entertainment sector. Together, they know what it takes to put on a compelling show. The lovers' relationship isn't flawless, though. Kelly recently talked about some of Mark's actions that really irritate her. To learn more, continue reading. Kelly Ripa acknowledges her husband's disturbing conduct on the set of All My Children. Kelly Ripa and Mark Consuelos got to know one another. Since getting married in 1996, they have created a beautiful family. Although Kelly and her spouse like working together, there are moments when it irritates her. After some hesitation, Mark finally agreed to appear on film with his wife. Together, the two have been hosting live for some time. The demands of working with their spouse can occasionally be difficult for both on- and off-screen couples to handle. Before securing a permanent spot on the talk program, Mark Consuelos had plenty of experience co-hosting with his wife. These days, Kelly Ripa and her husband Mark have even turned the show into a family affair, with their kids appearing in segments from time to time. Mark Consuelos ignores Kelly Ripa's advice. According to Kelly Ripa, she enjoys working with her husband, Mark Consuelos. But occasionally, he does something that truly irritates her. According to Kelly, while they are live on air, Mark tends to ignore her. For husbands, a certain behavior is typical, but not for co-hosts. The way her spouse acts irritates Ripa greatly, she stated. After 30 years of marriage, Kelly Ripa revealed that she is accustomed to Mark Consuelos ignoring her. But occasionally, she needs to remind him not to do it in front of the cameras, she claimed. Although Mark occasionally finds it difficult to attentively listen to his wife, he has performed well for the live ratings. The number of viewers has increased, particularly among male admirers. According to Kelly, most women can relate to her frustration at her husband's lack of attention. How do you feel about his actions? Would you find it annoying? It's like working with your husband, but louder, Kelly Ripa joked, earning both laughs and side eyes from the live audience as she opened up about the behind-the-scenes dynamic she shares with husband and co-host Mark Consuelos. It was a typical Tuesday morning on Live with Kelly and Mark, or so it seemed. The show kicked off with its usual upbeat banter, but it didn't take long before Kelly Ripa veered slightly off script, teasing a confession she wasn't supposed to say out loud. "All right, I love you," she said, turning to Mark with that signature raised eyebrow. "But can I just say, you are the most annoying person to host with." The studio audience gasped, laughed, and then leaned in. Was she serious? Was it a joke? With Kelly Ripa, it's always a delicious mix of both. Mark blinked, playfully stunned. "Wait, what did I do this time?" "Oh, nothing today, yet," she quipped. "But let me just tell you what it's like prepping for a show with you. It's like living with a foghorn who does CrossFit in the morning and reads the teleprompter like he's narrating a Marvel movie trailer." The crowd burst into laughter, and Mark, trying to defend himself, chuckled. "I bring energy." "Yes, you bring a lot of something," Kelly teased, before launching into a surprisingly candid monologue about the real dynamics of sharing both a marriage and a morning show. Too much togetherness. Since Mark joined Live full-time as co-host in 2023, fans have seen the couple's on-air chemistry evolve into something undeniably watchable, and at times hilariously chaotic. But as Kelly revealed during this off-the-cuff moment, having your husband also be your coworker comes with some unique challenges. "I've always said, marriage is a marathon, not a sprint," Kelly explained. "But hosting with your spouse? That's like running the marathon with your shoelaces tied together." She described their morning routine as a slow descent into chaos, where Mark's high-octane energy meets her more delicate desire for peace and coffee. "He wakes up talking," she said dramatically. "Like full sentences, questions, weather reports, opinions. I'm not even conscious yet, and he's already asking me what color the backdrop is going to be." Mark grinned. "I'm just excited to be here." "You're excited at 5:30 a.m., Kelly deadpanned. "That's the problem. A marriage made for TV, but also tested by it. While the audience roared at the comedic jabs, there was an undercurrent of truth that longtime fans could sense. Kelly didn't shy away from admitting that sharing every workday with her husband has come with growing pains. People think, "Oh my gosh, that must be so sweet. You get to work with your husband," she said. And I say, yes, if by sweet you mean relentlessly exhausting with a side of no personal space. She added that even the production team has started giving them marriage breaks. "They'll separate us during commercial prep now," she joked. "Like kindergartners who won't stop talking. They'll say, 'Kelly, go get your makeup touched up. Mark, maybe go take a walk.'" According to Kelly, the worst offense? Mark rehearses jokes and then forgets them, she groaned. "We'll go through this little monologue moment, and then live on air he just completely improvises and says something wild about his ad workout or our dog vomiting in the hallway." Mark laughed. "It's authentic." Kelly gave him a sideways glare. "It's chaos. But sure, authentic chaos. When love meets live TV." Despite the complaints, half joking, half serious, it was clear that underneath the snarky commentary, Kelly holds a deep appreciation for their shared journey. "Listen, I wouldn't trade it for anything," she admitted, her voice softening. "I mean, I would trade the 5 a.m. commentary about pre-show snack options, but not the experience itself." She went on to share how hosting with Mark has actually strengthened their bond after some initial bumps. "You really do learn new things about your spouse when you work together," she said. "For example, I learned that Mark thinks every segment is about him. Fashion expert coming on. Mark's already unbuttoning his shirt. Chef making soup. Mark suddenly got a ladle and a backstory." Mark, not missing a beat, chimed in. "Well, I'm just trying to give the people what they want." "Oh, don't worry," Kelly laughed. "You give them plenty." Audience reaction, loving the honesty. After the segment, social media lit up with clips of Kelly's annoying reveal. Fans praised her honesty, with many saying it was the most relatable celebrity moment of the week. One viewer wrote, "Kelly complaining about Mark's early morning energy is every spouse ever. She said what we're all thinking." Another added, "I love how real they are. If I had to work with my husband every day, one of us would end up banned from the studio." Even producers reportedly got in on the joke, placing a mock sign on Kelly's dressing room door that read, "5 minutes of silence before Mark enters, by order of sanity." The final word? Not quite. As the show wrapped up that morning, Mark gave Kelly a dramatic, overly affectionate hug while whispering, "I'll tone it down, maybe." Kelly rolled her eyes and muttered, "Lies." But as the cameras cut and the two walked off stage together, still laughing, it was obvious. Behind the playful digs and over-the-top energy, this co-hosting couple wouldn't have it any other way. Even if Mark is the human equivalent of a protein shake with a megaphone. And Kelly? She's the quick-witted anchor keeping the ship steady, even when that ship is occasionally overrun by her husband's gym stories and unfiltered enthusiasm. Annoying. She later posted on Instagram, sharing a still from the segment. "Absolutely. But he's my annoying." Let us know in the comments.